Hi, good afternoon all. Welcome to the RMIT's Open Day Next Fest 2021. My name is Amita Iyer and I'm the program manager in the College of Vocational Education. I am here with Munir and Arvind Sharma, and they will be joining us bit later in the presentation. So today I will be talking a little bit about the advanced diplomas of engineering, associate degree of engineering, which will be covered by Munir, and digital technologies, industry 4.0. So next slide, please. All right. So welcome to our engineering presentation today. So this presentation will be covering all our vocational programs in engineering which we have in RMIT. So this you will see we have advanced diploma into the civil engineering, which is engineering technology. We have mechanical engineering, aeronautical engineering, computer systems, electrical, electronics, communication. All these engineerings we have advanced diploma. We also have associate degree in engineering technology, which has different streams. So you can do associate degree first year and then you can do mechanical, aeronautical, computer and networking, electrical and electronics, civil. So that options are also there, which will be covered by Munir later. And digital technology is 4.0, diploma and associate degree of industry 4.0. So I would like to mention here is all these degrees are highly renowned and they are the make our students to work ready. So all our graduates after completing this, they are work ready and they can go to the industry straight away. Next slide, please, George. All right. Before I start, RMIT acknowledges the people of Buivarang and Boonwurrung language group of Eastern Kulin nations on whose unceded lands we conduct the business of the university. RMIT respectfully acknowledges their ancestors and elders past and present. RMIT also acknowledges their traditional custodians and their ancestors of the lands and waters across Australia where we conduct our business. Next slide, please. All right. So our commitment to reconciliation, RMIT is committed to redefining its relationship in working with and supporting Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, the self-determination. The RMIT University's goal is to achieve lasting transformation by maturing its values, culture, policy, and structures in a way that embeds reconciliation in everything we do. In line with the principles of Banjil, we are changing our ways of knowing, working, and being to support sustainable reconciliation and activate a relationship between indigenous and non-indigenous staff, student, and community. You see this beautiful structure here. This is the Law of Land public artwork. This was installed in the new academic street, which is in the central of RMIT. And this gives a long lasting spiritual connection to the industry and all the future students, prospective students who are listening to me. Once you come to RMIT, you will be able to see this beautiful structure which is situated in the middle of the RMIT. Next slide, please. All right. So now I will start talking about the engineering advanced diploma. But before I do that, I would like to say that your question answer is available to you and our experts, RMIT experts are sitting behind and they will be answering to any question you have. So please feel free. No question is a stupid question. Ask whatever comes to your mind because we want this to be a very fruitful session for you. Next slide, please. All right. Engineering in advanced diplomas. The RMIT offers a variety of engineering focused advanced diplomas that position you for further study or to join the workforce. So you join here as advanced diploma. So this advanced diploma, after joining, either you have two options. You can go for further study if you want within RMIT. RMIT is a dual sector university. Or if you want to go for workplace, you can go and start working. So I'm very proud to mention here, all our programs are accredited by Engineers Australia. So what does it mean? It is accredited by Engineers Australia. When I say it is accredited by the Engineers Australia, means our degrees, our advanced diplomas are recognized globally. It's a benchmark. We have a strong benchmark by the engineering industries. That means we are maintaining that benchmark. We are the benchmarks are very stringent, and once you complete this advanced diploma, you go to any international, you will be able to join that because it is accredited by the Engineers Australia. You can work there in the industry. Advanced diploma in engineering is a 2-year program. But the thing is, if someone wants to do the part time, you can do it part time. And how long it will take to do the part time? I would say it will depend upon like maybe 4 years, give and take, but it also depends upon how many courses you are taking per semester. All right. So it's a 2-year program. So once you finish the advanced diploma, we have because of, as I just said, RMIT being a dual sector, there you can go to either associate degree or you can go to the bachelor, and after completing advanced diploma, if you are planning to go to bachelor, you get 1.5 years credit, and then you have to do only 2.5 years remaining. This pathways to engineering will be covered in detail by Dr. Munir later at 3 p.m. session, and I would strongly recommend everyone to please attend that session as well. All right. So once you complete the advanced diploma, the industries are very keen to hire you here. Okay, so now we will see the civil, mechanical and aeronautical. Next slide, please, Josh. Okay, so let's start with advanced diploma of engineering mechanical. So what happens is uh, you can join the advanced diploma, any advanced diploma without any, like, don't think you have to have a certain 8-hour score. I forgot to mention that for any advanced diploma, because what is happening is if you had done year 12, you can apply for advanced diploma and we built your skill from there. We will build up your skills slowly, and you will just see after 2 years how much you achieve there. Another thing which comes into the students' mind is, those who are listening to me, oh, does my maths has to be very strong if I have to do the engineering? Too much calculation is involved. No, if you are joining in advanced diploma, we start from basic maths. We do basic maths, intermediate maths, and we see to it your knowledge is built up. Slowly, every semester we are building up your knowledge. All right. So please don't feel hesitant that, oh, do I need a 8 hour? My maths is not good. No. If you had done any year 12 or even equivalent, you are okay to join the advanced diploma. So if you join mechanical, you do a lot of computer aided design, you do manual drawing as well as CAD drawing, you do computer aided manufacturing, engineering material, engineering maths, mechanical drive system, and some soft skills which is required for Engineers Australia, like engineering management, organize and communicate information. All that kind of subjects are covered here. Next slide, please. So student projects, you can see here, these are the students who made it in that year 12 in their finals. After year 12, when they were in the final semester advanced diploma, they made this. You can see here, it is the wind tunnel, automatic tram door opening, there is an axial turbine, and they even have the in-house made drone, which is workable drone. So you can see such advanced kind of projects they can do within 2 years. By the time you reach your final year, you really become expert into this. All right, next slide, please. So what kind of jobs you get after doing mechanical? After doing mechanical, you get the jobs like CAD CAM designer, technical officer. It is just a few which I'm saying. There are plenty more. Okay. Plant maintenance technician, service engineer, product designer, product and quality control engineer. I have mentioned very few, and our graduates are successfully employed like SMEC, defense. It's only few. It is SEW, Eurodrive, Kenworth Australia, GHD. All the industry come to us, majority of them, and they ask for our graduates here. So I didn't mention that there, but they are all successfully employed. Next slide, please, Josh. All right, Advanced Diploma of Engineering Aeronautical. So aeronautical subjects are here. This is again 2 year, as I said. Aerospace material, aerospace legislation, propulsion system, avionics system, aerodynamics, aircraft design, layout and setup, and aero fundamentals. These are the kind of subjects if you take the aeronautical you will be studying. Next slide, please. So you can see here after completing in their like almost when they are when they are in the 4th semester, end of their completing the advanced diploma, they do this project. In this project, they make and they design the aircraft, and because of their cumulative knowledge by that time, they are able to design an aircraft, they build the plane, and they fly their own plane. And there are certain criterias for flying the plane. That plane should fly for a 5 minutes. It should make an 8, and also like it has to drop a bomb. So like a 5-cent coin they use as a bomb, and then it drops at a particular spot. So you can see how challenging it can be, how challenging, and how you can see here in students' face how they are just loving it. Look at that, they are enjoying and they are just loving this. So next slide, please. Yeah. So you can, our graduates are actually successfully employed in Qantas, Jet Airways, Virgin Australia, and defense. Defense comes and they love to hire our graduates here. So what kind of jobs the aeronautical students can get? They can be the aircraft maintenance technicians, avionics engineer, aircraft repair specialist, propulsion research technician, aircraft maintenance planner, scheduler. And I'm very proud to say here all our teachers in this vocational engineering, those who are teaching, they are very like they are all industry trained people. They all come from industry. So you get the first hand knowledge what's happening actually in the industry. Next slide, please. Now I will talk about Advanced Diploma of Engineering Technology, Civil Engineering Design. So major study areas, this is again a 2 year. You can, after completing the civil engineering design, you can go to the Bachelor of Civil Engineering and Infrastructure. After completing, I forgot to mention, Advanced Diploma of Engineering Aeronautical, you can go to the Bachelor of the Aerospace in RMIT. And after completing the mechanical advanced diploma, you can go to the RMIT's mechanical engineering bachelor, or you can also go to the automotive bachelor. So here you see in the civil engineering, the major study areas are CAD drafting, structural mechanics, environmental, cost estimating, surveying, road, drainage design, construction, traffic engineering, material science, soil mechanics, fluid. So it's a vast area of subjects they study while doing the civil engineering. So next slide, please. So you can see the civil engineering design projects here, what they are doing. So they are in the field in the first point. You can see they are in the field doing the surveying. So that's quite exciting for the students, and you can see that we have a very facilities are fantastic in RMIT. They are in the lab, they are doing some point load testing, rock measurement they are doing, and then you can also see in the last photograph they are doing the uh, moisture testing. All right, so these are some of the civil engineering design, the projects they are doing, and there are few more they do. Next slide, please. The career outcome for them is they are the lab technicians, they are I'm just mentioning it's a few. Please don't think these are the only one. There are many more they can do. Research assistant, construction supervisor, CAD draftsperson, and you won't believe a lot of our engineering students, they get the job offer even when they are in their second year. They have not done their civil engineering complete, but they join because they complete a lot of their CAD drawing in the year one. So the industry just hire them and they keep studying. So our graduates are successfully employed in industry with companies such as Wickroots, Arup, GHD, SMEC, and SKM. So we keep talking to industry, we keep getting their advice what kind of subjects we should be teaching, and we are very much in close contact. And RMIT is known for our close connection with the industry in the engineering. All right, so please keep asking questions if you have any, and we are happy to answer. Now I will pass it over to Dr. Munir and I will come back to you later. Thanks.
Thank you, Amita. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Dr. Munir Zaman. I'm the program manager for engineering, electrical, and telecom programs here at RMIT University. In the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to present an overview of the programs under my program area, and I will start with the Advanced Diploma of Engineering Technology Electrical. Now, Advanced Diploma in Engineering Electrical basically gives you an electrical engineering associate career. And what you learn, the major area of studies is motor control, electrical installation, design, data acquisition, and program controllers, AutoCAD automation. Next slide, please. Some of the projects that you'll be doing are hands-on projects, and these are very interesting ones. If you look at some of the projects which is under the portfolio of microprocessor applications, you'll do industrial type temperature controller, controlled through internet, digital filters, combinational and sequential controls. In terms of communication applications, you'll be doing testing. You'll be doing transmitters and receivers for radio systems, mobile phones, antenna selection, and radio link. So these are all part of your projects. These are only a few examples. There are many more projects. Some of the projects are chosen by the teacher. Some of the projects you can choose yourself. And you will see that at the end of the program qualification, you'll say that you have done one project which is purely hands-on. Next slide, please. Now, what you get in this career is once you finish your advanced diploma, you can go as an electrical engineering associate in the power industry, instrumentation and process control, computer-based automation, building services, robotics and mechatronics, transport, electrical design. Now, all of our graduates are successfully employed across a wide range of business, mainly manufacturing and operational occupations, while electrical technology underpins the business operation. So this is a very sought after program. And once you complete, either you can join the industry or you can also go to the higher ed, which I will cover probably a little bit later. Next slide, please. The second advanced diploma program that I manage is the Advanced Diploma of Computer Systems Engineering. Here, students get started in cutting edge world computer engineering with a practical course program that has a strong industry focus. We have very strong connection with many of the top industries in this sector, like Cisco, Microsoft. And major areas that you'll be studying in, of course, the personal computer, network technologies, network operation systems, server configuration, wireless technology, and then IP telephony, network programming, web design. So these are the areas of your study. In the 2 years time duration of the program, you'll be learning all these and make yourself ready for the job, or if you would like to go for higher ed. Next slide, please. Now, what sort of career that you should choose or you can go into. Very few examples I've put in here. You can become a technical officer looking after computer systems. You can be a systems administrator. Some of our graduates are even working at RMIT, completing our advanced diploma program. You can become a product technology manager. You can become an account manager. This is not, of course, it can be the bank account where there is a computer one, or also you can have a computer account. You can work in a help desk as a consultant. Our graduates are successfully employed in the industry, in enterprises, manufacturing, research, government and private sectors. The employability is quite high in this, and this is a very well sought after program. Next slide, please. The electronics and the communication one. You evolve your knowledge of electronic products and process in the industry-oriented course. Now, in electronics area, you'll be studying electronic design and repair, radio communication, electronic installation, computer programming, C++, Python, and other programs. You'll be learning about amplifiers, microcontroller systems, which is now one of the ways of manufacturing, the advanced ways of manufacturing. You'll be learning about wireless technology, wireless networks, and digital signal processing. Next slide, please. So what career are you going to? Of course, telecommunication, transport, manufacturing, defense, science, medical instrumentation is one of the sought after areas, automotive industry, aviation, circuit design, broadcasting, utilities, and electronic entertainment. There are plenty of options for you if you complete advanced diploma in electronics and communications engineering. Next slide, please. These are some of the student projects. You can see the students are looking into the server, all the routers. They're learning how to connect them, how to operate them, how to set up a network system. And on the right-hand side, you can see how IP telephony is being demonstrated to a student by one of our program coordinators, or course coordinators. Next slide, please. Now I'll talk about the entry requirement for the advanced diploma program. There is no HR requirement. That's the best in terms of if you don't have an HR, that's very good for advanced diploma. You can join us. You should have completed successfully the year 12, the senior secondary certificate of education or equivalent. And on top of that, the Victoria's special entry access scheme you can have, because this is a CEAS program to bring in more gender equality, to encourage female students. VTech has a CEAS program which you can apply through VTech and you'll get some points. All you have to do is submit a CEAS application when you select VTech, when you do your VTech, complete your VTech application and select category 1. So you'll get an extra point. This is designed to bring in more female students into our programs. Next slide, please. Now I'll give you an overview of our flagship program, Associate Degree in Engineering and Technology. It's one of the largest and sought after program of RMIT University. Next slide, please. Now, once you complete the Associate Degree in Engineering program, this is also a pathway, which is a 2-year duration. Graduates may work in a range of fields, including aerospace, civil, mechanical, computer and network, electrical, product development. Now, what is the difference between associate degree and advanced diploma? How you learn this program? The degree has an active learning approach. The program focuses on current industry needs, which enable graduates to launch their career straightway. So we do projects that you'll be conducting immediately after graduating from the program. So you don't feel that you need to again spend time to learn. We teach you these things. So this is one of the biggest advantages of our associate degree program. The course is taught by professionals with current research and industry experience. Learning and teaching approaches include lectures, seminars, workshop, presentation, guest lectures, group discussions. Next slide, please. It's a accredited program. It's accredited by Engineers Australia. And all our programs are accredited, meaning this would be recognized not only in Australia, but all the signatories of the about 16 signatories there, or the other countries also recognizes our engineering associate degree program. In the first year, you learn the fundamental principles of engineering, and then in the second year, you choose your major. There are 6 majors we are offering currently: advanced manufacturing and mechatronics, aerospace engineering. You can do major in civil engineering. You can also do major in computer and network engineering, electrical electronics engineering, and mechanical engineering. So you'll be choosing your relevant major at the end of the first year. And upon graduating, you can then, based on your major, you can go to your job in the industry, or you can go to the higher ed from there. Next slide, please. These are some of the capstone projects we do at the final semester of our program. You can see on the left-hand side, we do an example of an aerospace project where students are in the process of manufacturing a model aircraft. This is very similar to the one in advanced diploma program, a bit more advanced in there. They do the computer analysis in terms of the feasibility of that or efficiency of that one. On the right-hand side, you can see there is a project done by one of the groups of civil engineering students. This is a model multi-story building, how to design them from scratch, from foundation to completion. And these are the projects that you will be doing in civil. Similarly, you will be doing projects in mechanical engineering, where you will make a model car, very similar to the aerospace one. You will do electrical project, where you learn the program-oriented manufacturing, and then you have the computer ones where you learn other projects. So in every major, you'll be doing a capstone project. The reason we say it's a capstone project, because what you're learning for over the 1.5 year all comes to at one point, and we utilize it. This is a double course, meaning its value is twice as much of any normal course, and you spend a lot of time with hands-on experience of learning in this one, and this is one of the favorites of our students. Next slide, please. In terms of our eligibility for our program, you must have successfully completed the Australian Year 12 qualification. And also we need for VCE, Unit 3 and 4, a study score of 25 in English as an additional language, or at least 20 in English for other than EAL. For mathematics, Unit 3 and 4, any mathematics or equivalent studies. But please note that this is a very competitive program. It will be based on your ATAR. The median ATAR for our program for the last few years have been in the mid-60s. But if you have an ATAR of 40 onwards, you can apply. And something pretty interesting in terms of ATAR is you can, when you miss your higher ed program, you may, there is no reason to be despair. You can basically come to us and you'll at the same time go and complete your bachelor degree after you complete your associate degree. So ATAR is an issue here, but the minimum is 40. Again, it would be ranked because it's a competitive program. We can't take everybody in here. So you throw your application and hopefully you'll be able to get it. Next slide, please. In terms of career outcomes, in associate degree, you can have, based on your major, you can choose your career, basically. We have 6 majors. For example, if you complete aerospace major, then you can go into the aerospace industry as an aircraft maintenance engineer or aerospace design engineer at a paraprofessional level, which is associate degree level. So basically, you'll be supporting an engineer doing the design, do the calculations there. With a civil engineering major, you can go into the field of civil and structural engineering. You can become a laboratory technician. You can do work as a research assistant. You can do a construction supervisor or CAD jobs person. For major in computer and network engineering, the career is in networking, internet working, IP telephony, networking design, networking support. If you complete with electrical and electronics, again, you can go into the electronic design, service engineer, or microprocessor programming. Students who major in advanced manufacturing or mechanical, you can go into automobile industry as a associate engineer. You can go into the mechanical engineering industry. You can go into product as a product planner or automation specialist. Now, RMIT is, our students are highly employable. So this program, from our program, all the many students, most of the students go into the higher ed. This associate degree is principally designed so that you can go into higher ed if you somehow could not attain the ETA you need to complete the bachelor degree program. This is the best pathway. Also, it's a standalone qualification, so you can choose to go for a job as well. Next slide, please. Okay, so basically here I would hand it over to Arvind. But before giving it to Arvind, I just want to remind you, I've got a presentation again, a bit more detail into associate degree and advanced diploma at 3 p.m. I welcome you all in that. Thank you very much, Arvind. Over to you.
Thank you, Manish. And I'm going to talk to you about RMIT started new program this year in the area of digital technologies, training people in the area of Industry 4.0. As everybody curious about what is Industry 4.0, so we talk on the next slide. If you, Josh, move on. So Industry 4.0 is fourth revolution of our industrial development. So as you remember back, initially there was a mechanical engineering was the starting point when we start manufacturing everything with handmade, bit of hand machining. With the invention of electricity, it gave us a capability to get mass production. So you can have a conveyor belts, you can have a production lines, and you can actually produce in mass. Motors start coming into picture. So you need not to lift things manually. Motors can move the stuff, and machining could be done with the machines rather than hand tools. Once actually we gone into Industry 2.0, with the invention of automation, we get into Industry 3.0. So robotics and mechatronics was the invention in Industry 3.0. Mechatronics means you can move things automatically in two-dimensional space, whereas robotics, you can move and control the things with 3D space like a human arm can move. So a lot of people confuse mechatronics and automation robotics. That's the Industry 4.0. It's not, it's next step of that. Once you have automation, you can use mechatronics, machine automatically doing stuff for you, robotic arm. But with the Industry 4.0, we've done a fusion of ICT. All the technological advances of ICT, data, communication, data capture, sensors. So they made a new revolution. It's called Industry 4.0. So what is happening in this area? You have your physical infrastructure, manufacturing facility. Now it could be controlled remotely. It can order the stuff online, and you know which supplier you're ordering the component. It creates a database where every component you order, the price is placed, all the designs are placed in the center repository. You want to produce after 5 years, if you can order the component and you have the design, you can produce stuff. No need to tell customer, oh, it's out of date. So Industry 4.0 give you actually option of digitization, automation, and your cyber physical factory is actually connected all along around the globe, where people can actually troubleshoot, they can configure, maintain, and sensor data anywhere within the planet. So if I put in front of you very simple example of this industrial revolution, if you look at your garage door, initially you were lifting with hand. Second stage came, you put a motor there, you have a button, so you can press the button, electricity, it can actually open the garage door for you. And third stage came when you got a remote, and within the near vicinity, you can actually open the garage door. You need not to go close to location and press the button. With Industry 4.0, we've gone one step ahead. You could be anywhere around the globe and requests come there. I want to get into your garage to deliver your stuff. And you could just press the button using your computer. It will open the garage door. And when actually somebody come in front of your garage door, you get the sensors telling you that somebody in front of your garage door with a camera, you can see what coming up here. So similar thing at an industrial scale, at a larger scale is happening. So this is Industry 4.0, and we have a couple of good qualification developed to train you in this area. Next slide, please, George. The first one is Diploma of Applied Technology, is 1 year qualification, very short and sweet, get you into industry area with all the skills required to be at the entry point of Industry 4.0. There's a big push from Australian government to incorporate Industry 4.0 into the Australian manufacturing sector. And after COVID pandemic, you know that manufacturing is important for every government around the globe. They want to make sure that manufacturing is as much as offshore you can have, and you have all the skills to actually get manufacturing done onshore at a short notice. So hence, with the Australian government push, this Diploma of Applied Technology is developed, and it trained you in the area of basic hand and power tools, basic mathematics, electrical circuit. It take you into Industry 4.0, industrial Internet of Things. That means anything you can connect to the internet using sensors, additive manufacturing, 3D printing, basic CNC, digital twinning. Digital twinning is that your hardware, your physical equipment, you have a software replica of that. Whatever you're producing, you have a software replica of that. It's called digital twinning. So you can do prototyping first and get the design in the database and produce anytime you need in future. So days gone when actually people say, oh, can you produce this item? How many items you need? 10, sorry, too difficult, too expensive to make the drawing again, order the component. Now everything is one button away. You can tell the supplier, give me 10 set of this equipment, and your software is there, it can produce. So that's the digital repository, data repository, making manufacturing so quick. Supply chain, you know, supply chain means all the trucks, where the truck is, when actually you need to load the stuff. So you can do everything in a smarter way. And software application like MindSphere, they can help you to extract the data. How many products you're producing? When you're producing a product, how many products gone faulty? How to make your manufacturing in future much smarter. So whole idea of Industry 4.0 is to make your manufacturing much smarter, efficient, and have actually a high quality yield, and everything you can actually record, analyze. So data analysis is more important. Robotics, mechatronics, automation, process control is covered in this qualification. So 1 year short and sweet qualification gets you ready to enter into the workforce. Next slide, please, Josh. So associate degree in digital technologies, advanced manufacturing is the next set of qualification. Is 2 year qualification, give you in-depth understanding of Industry 4.0 technical skills, analytical skills, and provide pathway into bachelor degree. So in this qualification, you are fully equipped with Industry 4.0 technologies. This year, we got a pilot associate degree project funded by Commonwealth government to train existing workforce in the area of Industry 4.0. So currently we're training more than 10 industry workers in this area. So this is a Commonwealth government push to get people trained in the area. The future is we have to start using digital technologies. We have to use advanced manufacturing. So we call smart manufacturing. Similar to Diploma, you will learn Industry 4.0, Internet of Things, additive manufacturing, but you will start using in the associate degree more depth into robotics. So you will develop fully robotic, automated robotic manufacturing facility. The project will design in that way. You will have more software application in addition to MindSphere, Team Center, Annex, and you will use MES software that is replica of exact Festo mini factory or warehouse manufacturing. You will do cyber security for industrial networks. Everything is when you connect to internet, now hackers are there. So as much as we need to connect to the cyberspace, security is important, and this particular qualification train you to securely manage your industrial network, efficient energy efficiency, artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is a very controversial. Some people say it will take our jobs. This is not actually designed to take our job. It create more opportunities. So with artificial intelligence, it can sense actually your production line, your machinery, your motors, your sensors, when maintenance is required. So it can predict actually every 3 months, it should be maintenance should be done in these areas. But if actually there is any malfunction or there is any issue that it will come in the production line, artificial intelligence can predict you, can alert you that maintenance is required in the 1 week. In 7 days, maintenance is required, otherwise your production line will stop. So artificial intelligence, the base of that is data. It captures data, sensors send data everywhere, and it goes into server where artificial intelligence software capture the data and start doing prediction, start analyzing. And it will tell you that in last 10 years, what you produced, who are the major actually buyers, who are the major suppliers to you. So you can actually look at how much money you've spent on consumable, how much your electricity bill was, how you can reduce your electricity. So all those things actually artificial intelligence with data will do with that you learn in this qualification. Next slide, please, George. So as I shared, diploma is 1 year qualification. As Dr. Munir talked earlier, there's no ATAR for our diploma qualifications. You done year 12, you can enter, but C's form you can fill that actually give underrepresented area, that is female, bonus points to come into this qualification. So if you haven't done year 12 with done year 12, but you have done any equivalent qualification, RMIT can guide you actually how to apply for this qualification. In terms of associate degree, is 2 year full-time or 4 year part-time, and you must complete year 12 or vocational education qualification up to Cert 4 level. And in the English, in VCE unit 3 and 4, you must have got at least 20 score. If you don't get 20 score and you haven't done Cert 4, you still can go into diploma. As I talk on the next slide, you have a pathway to go into associate degree from diploma. So you can fill up entry to program is comparative. ATAR might apply as it comes into picture next year. First major intake we take. So C's form, if you fill, female applicants can get actually bonus point, as well as actually other eligible other selection criteria will be explained to you when you apply online. It will be in detail over there. Next slide, please, George. So pathways here, RMIT believe in lifelong learning. So associate degree qualification is 2 year duration. After completing 2 years, you can go into Bachelor of Engineering, Advanced Manufacturing and Mechatronics. And you have to study just 2 more years to get your bachelor degree. So in 4 years, you get 2 qualifications. 2 years you spend into associate degree, 2 further year into bachelor degree. In 4 years, you have 2 qualifications, associate degree as a bachelor degree qualification. And similarly, as I talked earlier, if you cannot commit for 2 years or you haven't got a good ATAR or your year 12 English score is less than 20, you can start with Diploma of Applied Technologies, 1 year qualification. After completing 1 year diploma, you can go into associate degree. And in associate degree, you have to spend 1 more year and you complete your associate degree. So in 2 years, you complete diploma and associate degree. And after that, you have a same pathway option to go into bachelor degree for the 2 more years to spend. So in 4 years, you can have diploma You can have associate degree and you can have bachelor degree. So 4 year, you have 3 qualifications. I prefer to start with associate degree direct into the bachelor degree if you can. But if you like, you haven't got underpinning the entry requirement, or you like a bit of underpinning knowledge and you want to have a slow start, this is a stepping stone. Go from diploma to associate degree to bachelor degree. Next slide, Josh. What are the career outcomes? As we talked earlier, there are multiple career outcomes: basic technical officer, basic supervisor in the industry, but you can have specific outcomes like Industry 4.0 system technician, cyber security technologist, advanced manufacturing technician, cyber physical system technologist, service technician, technical officer, industrial network design associate. So there are multiple opportunities there. Every industry now, we're looking at using sensors, getting things automated. So hence, all the skills you learn will give you a lot of opportunity to enter into the workforce. Next slide, please, Josh. So our industry connections, as you have seen, Dr. Munir and Dr. Amita talk about industry projects. So in this associate degree, we got double credit point project opportunity for you. Similarly, diploma, you have a 1 day per week project opportunity. And that project you can do in a workplace of your choice where Industry 4.0 infrastructure is in place, or you can access, or you can actually do the project at our own facilities. As I talk in the further slides, we got a simulated work environment, mini factory, where actually you can complete your project like you do in a real workplace. And you can take this project as a part of your work placement overseas. Germany and a lot of other manufacturing countries, they offer work placement or a study overseas program, and you can actually do this project as a part of your work placement overseas. And we are actually working with WorldSkill to actually run competition next year. So you have opportunity to compete for WorldSkill competitions, and WorldSkill competitions have multiple steps: regional, national, and international competition that give you a lot of network opportunities with the industry, and also give you a experience how to actually configure, install, configure, and troubleshoot industrial network system in real world. We also take you to the industrial seminar events and also get guest lectures done by industrial professionals, so you know what exactly happening in the industry and how you can prepare yourself for the work. Next slide, please, Josh. So we have partnership with Siemens and Festo. We got a Festo equipment, Siemens state-of-the-art software apps. We work with Australian industry group to actually get industry people trained in the area, and they're helping employers to understand what are the needs of Industry 4.0. So they are two-way actually facilitating, telling industry who can train actually in the area of Industry 4.0, and also industry actually they're telling what type of actually skills RMIT can deliver and what side of training needs industry need to the RMIT. So AI Group is a big player in this area. WorldSkills Australia industry competition, industry comes into picture, and similarly we are partnered with Cisco Network Academy, and you will do networking and cyber security that actually very much indentured by Cisco Academy's resources, and also we have Cisco equipment that you play with. Next slide, Josh. So we're talking about our facilities. RMIT has advanced manufacturing precinct. So that is a full-fledged building 55 multi-floor where actually we do CNC manufacturing to your Industry 4.0, 3D printing, 3D metal printing, laser detector, laser cutters. So all in one area. It designed in not in a educational space. It designed like a manufacturing factory, manufacturing precinct. Next slide, please. So we got a lot of facilities here. In the previous slide, you saw a Festo mini factory. And in this new slide, you can see Industry 4.0 Cyber Physical Lab. And this Festo Cyber Physical Lab, Festo and Siemens are leader in the Industry 4.0. You can see there are two islands here. And in the Cyber Physical Lab, we got two robotic units, the big unit at the end of the photo, mobile robot in the middle. So two industrial stations, you can produce the manufacturing electronic gadget, electronic mobile phone, and the unit mobile robotic unit in between can take stuff from one production line and take to the next production line. So you can remotely control everything, and your training will be starting with configuring basic automation into the area, then configuring advanced software applications, getting full automation production line configuration, making sure there's no fault, no obstructions here. So you will learn cybersecurity modules here. We got the lab designed in this area, energy management, basic mechatronics, Siemens Industry 4.0 software. You will learn microcontroller in the digital electronics lab, electrical circuits lab, where you learn how sensors could activated, deactivated, networking labs, 3D printing lab, CAD and CAM labs. Next slide, Josh. I'll pass on to now Dr. Amita to take further. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Arvind. Thank you so much for giving this detailed, and thanks, Munir. So students were able to see, the prospective students, the kind of facilities we have in RMIT. So so in the nutshell, if someone says, what do engineers do? So I would say that we are the professional problem solvers. So there is not a single aspect in your life which is not touched by the engineers. So where people see an obstacle, we see a solution, we see an opportunity. Let's solve this. So engineering, I can promise, it's a very exciting area. If you guys are deciding to come to engineering, RMIT will challenge you to use the new and innovative ways of working. So many facilities, all the vocational students, they use the advanced manufacturing precinct, which was just shown by the Arvind, like the tram door opening, drone, all are done in the advanced 3D printing. Very widely we use the 3D printing. There is also, we have the computer lab, which is 24/7 on request. It is available to you. If there is no lockdown, you can use it 24/7. Our campus for the vocational engineering is situated in the city. It's very, it's very convenient next to the Melbourne Central, because if we are in a blended delivery mode, you had to come here for the lab classes and all. So all these are very positive points for that. So as the time is approaching, I'll just say for the applications will be open soon. I think it opens on 1st of October. Semester 1 start date will be of 7th February 2022 for vocational education. So you can start applying as soon as the application opens. And some mid-year students are, if you are not able to apply for the 7th February and you want to start, you can also start on the 4th of July 2022. But please check which programs offer the mid-year entries. You can contact us and find out, because majority of the programs, they have a mid-year entry, but there may be some programs which doesn't have a mid-year entry. In that case, you had to apply for that program for the 7th February 2022. All right. So is there any questions now? I'm ready to take questions. Let me have a look. Any questions? I can't see here any questions. So I encourage you to write some questions here if you have anything. Otherwise, you can contact us later also. I can say RMIT is a great place. You will enjoy your journey here, and you can go beyond, like up to the bachelor's, PhD, being a multi-sector. All right, we are here to help you. So if there is no questions, then I think.
Amita, there are questions. If you hit the actual little question mark on top, there are questions.
Okay, sorry, I was hitting the chat.
And many are answered by George, Chris. Some are not answered.
Some are, I'm not able to see the question. So I hand over mic to Arvind because he can see the questions. So
there's the one question here that I can see not answered. Chris is at the moment replying there. What are the benefits of engineering certificate diploma other than pathways? Is there any case where a certificate diploma is more beneficial than a degree?
So I would like to answer this the way, because I have spoken to so many industries in my duration of my the work, 20-25 years experience, and the industry, they love to have someone who has a hands-on knowledge. And this is what is RMIT strength, vocational education. We are the hands-on people. We are learning, hands-on learning with purpose. And so as soon as you say, oh, I had done advanced diploma and then I had done bachelor, you are a material, like they will just grab you. All right, so that's your employability increases, because you can see the kind of projects these vocational education students are doing. We emphasis on the hands-on learning. So that's why I would say that it's the good way to go from the advanced diploma to bachelor. But again, then that's your choice, personal choice. Any more questions, Arvind? Can you read it?
I think they all are answered by actually the relevant program coordinators. So thank you very much for them.
Thank
so
you.
I can see all questions are answered there. And if any other last minute question, people can pass on to you.
Okay. So I'll just wait here. Yeah.
I'm not.
You're live, Arvind.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much. I think there's no more question here now.
Then you can
looks like
close
people
it.
can ask question separately to the program coordinator, program managers.
I would request everyone, those who are present here, will give a bit more detailed overview at 3 p.m. I would like all of you to join. We'll talk about pathways, advantages during that session, about associate degree and advanced diploma. So I would welcome you to join in that session at 3 p.m. today. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks all. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank
And best of luck. Best of luck for your future journey. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.